What's up, fight fans? Thank you so much for coming through. As always, much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. All right, first things first. We as fight fans won last night. We as fight fans won. Look, no matter what side you're on, whether that be Wilder, whether it be Ortiz, whether you're just a big boxing fan, there were loads of fights last night, and I think this is what we want from boxing. Look, I said Ortiz would win, but when I just sit down and watch a very, very good and interesting fight, I feel like I'm the winner regardless. So, well done to both people. Well done to the team that put that fight together. I saw so many tweets from other sports stars. I think Ben Simmons, obviously NBA superstar, was like, you guys have got to tune in right now to Showtime and watch this fight. So it's so good when boxing can almost gather these people together to support boxing. It was fantastic. All right, let's talk about the fight. So I watched it last night. I can't lie, I was extremely tired. I was trying to watch it, but it was very difficult. So I watched it again this morning. I was going to do a video about it last night, but I think I would have done the wrong video in hindsight. So I watched it again this morning, and these are my observations. First things first, I said Ortiz would win. I said Ortiz would win. I think as I got closer to the fight, I was a bit, ooh, but I still said Ortiz would be able to counterpunch Deontay Wilder. He's a southpaw, and I thought it would make it difficult for the Bronze Bomber. And he did. I think it's fair to say he did. I thought Ortiz was using that southpaw stance, and I think he was catching Wilder. Every time Wilder threw that jab, it was just going right over the top of that jab with that beautiful left hand to the body and to the head. And I think he'd win in those first rounds. I think most people have that kind of observation. Then Wilder does what Wilder does. Wilder's got that X factor. Whether I appreciate his boxing skills or not, that punch power is tremendous. It actually is tremendous. This guy came into the ring yesterday, I think around 16 stone. So I think he put on a bit of weight after the weigh-in. And Wilder's power for someone that slim and small, when you think about other heavyweights, is tremendous. And I think after that, I think Ortiz was a bit nervous about coming in, right? He felt the power, went down, and I think Wilder won those next two rounds. So that was 6. So that was 5 and 6, I think. Round 7, obviously all Ortiz. And look, if that barrage happened with a minute to go, Wilder could be done. Wilder could be done. Credit to him for standing on his toes and not going down, because he was getting caught left, right, and center. And this might sound controversial. People might believe me or say no or yes. If that was an Ortiz, maybe 4 or 5 years younger, he stops Wilder in the next round for me. I was watching that round 7 thinking, Ortiz, you're going to be careful, you're going to blow yourself out. And I think that's what happened. I think he blew himself out. But credit to Wilder for adjusting, using that range, that jab, and then obviously we saw the knockout in round 10. But what a fantastic fight. Wilder needs to learn a few things. It's clear. But what he doesn't need to learn is raw power. But I don't think he even sits on his punches correctly. You watch him and you kind of feel like, is he really even sitting on his punches? He rather sits on his punches. Oh my God. He needs to use his reach more. That's what it's for. Your reach is for that when you throw a jab and the opponent throws a jab, your jab lands quicker or your right hand lands quicker. But it felt like at times Ortiz's jab had more snap on it, and Ortiz's jab seems to be getting through more than Wilder's jab. Wilder needs to use that reach a lot more. He likes fighting in the pocket. And I don't know why someone who's 6'7" with an 84-inch reach likes fighting in the pocket. But when he does, he's devastating. So maybe that's just what he likes to do. But if they can work on a few small issues for Wilder, I don't see how anybody in the heavyweight division beats him. And I put Anthony Joshua in that one. I'm going to do a video on it, but I don't know how anyone beats him in the heavyweight division. What some people don't understand, and this is Joshua fans, and I'm a Joshua fan, is that Wilder fought a southpaw yesterday. An experienced, slick, Cuban southpaw. Oh, yes, put him in trouble, but Wilder got the job done. Anthony Joshua is not slick, and Anthony Joshua is orthodox. And I think that the problems that the southpaw stance was causing Wilder, Anthony Joshua won't present those problems to Deontay Wilder. Wilder is almost a wrecking machine. Again, what we do know about him is that he had the acid test yesterday, that round 7, similar to what Joshua had against Klitschko, and he came through. But even more impressive, he didn't go down. Joshua got put down by Klitschko. That Ortiz left hand was landing clean. I think maybe 7 or 8 unanswered left hands, and he didn't go down. So credit to Wilder, credit to his team. They obviously worked a lot on his strength and condition. And yesterday, Again, not the finished article, and I'm happy to eat humble pie. I did say that Ortiz would win, but there are things to work on. But I don't even want to think, I don't know if it's possible to work on those things. Wilder's not 23, 24 anymore. But if they can just tighten up his defense, work on that jab, work on some foot movement, woo, Anthony Joshua is in trouble. And I mean that. Because Ortiz, for me, is the best boxer in the division. In fact, I think Ortiz is the best boxer in the division by quite a stretch. And Wilder was able to go through that test. I don't know if Anthony Joshua could have gone through that test. And I'm being serious, I don't know. But Wilder did. Credit to Wilder and his team. We'll do a Wilder-Joshua video next. And we'll also do a what for Ortiz next as well. Ortiz showed that he can mix it at the elite level where people question whether or not he can. He certainly can. And I wouldn't mind seeing Ortiz-Joshua later down the line, or even an Ortiz-Dillian White or Povetkin. He needs to stay in that mix. But well done, Wilder. Well done, Ortiz. Well done, boxing. It was a great night of boxing, and I'm going to do videos for the other fights that happened as well.